Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video, I want to talk to you about natural pet care, but like I did my one on my poultry, my chickens and stuff like that. Speaking of, if you can hear chirping, I got new baby ducks over here behind me. Couldn't find turkeys to replace the ones I had, so I ended up getting baby ducks yesterday. But so if you hear them, that's what it is. But I am going to say that the one this video I'm doing today is for dogs, not dogs and cats, because cats are more sensitive and funny about certain things. Um, some of these can be used for cats, but some can't. So I'm going to have to do some of them separately. So this stuff I'm going to give you today is for dogs. Yes, some of it can be used for cats, but for safety reasons, I want to keep it separate. I am probably going to do a natural video on larger livestock that I've always used for, like, horses, cows, goats, stuff like that. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video or try to write something up. I'm not sure. I'm contemplating making a website for certain things, just to have so y'all can, like a PDF type forms y'all can print out. I'm not sure yet. I just have, it's just a busy time of year for me. But so I want to go over some of this stuff. Remember, like always, disclaimers, check with your vet, do things smart, you know how it goes. So a couple things, like some of the, first aid different things is like calendula, the plant, the little flower has great benefits. And that's a good thing for healing skin, fast. You can do that in salves or a tea. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. That works well. Burn scrapes, abscesses, fungals, but do not use the same with comfrey, which is up here next. Don't put calendula on puncture wounds. With puncture wounds, we don't want those to seal right up, trap something in there. And so you kind of want those to kind of stay open and drain a little bit. So no puncture wounds for that. So comfrey is next. Again, no puncture wounds, but comfrey is the one that's also really good for, same as I've gone on before for, our use is bone healing. Again, the safety of making things sure things are set correctly is very important for using comfrey on things like that. And you can do that as a salve, a paste, a tea. It helps with joint pain, burns, any kind of swelling, and helps stop bleeding. Again, no puncture wounds. Plantain, I talk about that. I pick that all the time and dry it. That's a good anti-inflammatory for pets. It heals wounds. It's really, really good for bites and stings as well. Aloe you can use for pain and inflammation, but not deep wounds. If you just have an aloe plant, kind of like us, if you have something, just, kind of break that open, put that on there. Yarrow is a salve or poultice. It's a really good anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antifungal. A lot of this is skin stuff. Pets, animals in general, they tend to get, next thing you know, they have scrapes, they have cuts, they're out doing something, things like that happen. CBD oil, you can buy this stuff all over the counter or order at different things for CBD for pets. It's very calming. Pets who are having high anxiety or, travel sickness, anything like that, it is really good for that. And it is a great cancer preventive for pets, just like humans, is CBD. You can get those in chewables, you can get those in drops, like a tincture and stuff. They have them all over. But they're also good for topical things, cuts, salves, drops, any, that you would put on them topical, works great. Turmeric, again, great for pets. I give that to my pets regular. It's a good cancer preventive, pain relief, detox, cardiovascular health, brain health. I guess because I've been doing it, I don't do exact measurements, but because I just kind of know, I know how to do it. But I would say about 1/8 of a teaspoon per 10 pounds. If anything like this they have not had before, like us, start low and slow, see how they tolerate, because animals can be, allergic or intolerant to things just like we can. Basil, great anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. It's really good for their gut, their joints, cardiovascular. That's good. And I take a lot of these that's next on my list. These herbs, just like I do my chicken. And when I, have mine and I pull them or I dry them, or if I just pull them, I just throw them in their feed. If you just incorporate a lot of this stuff regularly, especially a lot of, I am about preventive health, that just keeps them healthy from things happening. It builds their immune system, and it's just have it, just kind of give it to them in cycles. So again, mint, some of us stomach issues, helps freshen their breath, things like that. Parsley, really good one. I love parsley for them. Great antioxidants, high in vitamin C, K, B, and iron. Rosemary, I give that, it's good for iron, calcium, great antioxidant. Thyme, you know how I am about my thyme, and I love it for my pets too. It's high in vitamin C, A, K, iron, manganese, and calcium, which I like to really include thyme in large breeds because of the calcium for that and the vitamins. I just feel like, because sometimes large breeds can have those issues with their bone and joint health. So thyme, great antioxidant, immune booster, antiseptic and antibacterial. It's good for their brain and their gut health, things like that. So I guess I need to list all these because there's a ton of information. Ginger, like us, helps their stomach, reduces inflammation, helps with allergies. Careful with ginger. If you give it, like a fresh piece, it is very potent and strong. So light on that, give less than more on things like that. Chamomile, same for us. It's very calming for them, hyperactive. And also chamomile, same as I would use for my kids. If your pet or even yourself gets conjunctivitis in your eye, you do a chamomile tea bag, steep it, let it cool so it's warm but not going to burn you, and you do like an eye compress. It'll take it right away. Conjunctivitis, skin irritations, chamomile is great for that. Always keep tons of chamomile tea bags for different things like that. Dandelion, I like to do dandelion. You can do it dry, the leaves, or you can do it fresh, chop it up. Great, again, for their liver, and it's good for gallbladder issues, preventing gallbladder issues, and it's a mild painkiller for pets. Milk thistle, again, this one needs to go low and slow, but just like us, this is their liver tonic, and it helps with kidney disease and free radicals in pets, and some animals are kind of prone to that. So do that in cycles every once in a while. Give them some, dry herbs, just all these things you can do, dry refresh, and just sprinkle it in their feed. So oregano, this is a must go to. I give this to all my pets in cycles. It's the big, antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, anything they got sick going on or preventing things from taking hold. Just, oregano, put it in their food. I do give, animals need probiotics also, because especially dogs, they eat everything off the ground, and it's hard to keep them away from things, and they need that gut flora balance. So I do plain Greek yogurt for my dogs for their probiotics. And I'll get into some of the things like that I mix in their Greek yogurt if I need it. And you can also buy probiotics and chewables and things. That is your choice how you want to do it. For parasites, a lot of these herbs I mentioned will work for parasites, but I do diatomaceous earth like I do for humans, food grade. The biggest thing with pets has a lot of benefits for, pets, but for the parasite, that is something I mix in their yogurt so that they're not inhaling it, because pets will tend to do that because of the way they eat. Yes, diatomaceous earth works great for, pests and bugs and stuff. And some people will sprinkle it on their bedding and stuff, or they'll put it right on the animal. My personal thing on that is I don't want them inhaling it, because they will when they get, messing around in their bedding and stuff, unless you're just going to put it down and end up vacuuming up. And the thing about is, yes, you can. People will put it on their pets. I have done my chickens that way before. It is so drying. And, that's a lot of animals have that issue with, if they're overly washed or certain chemicals people use on them, it overly dries their skin. It pulls all the natural oils out that they need. So my opinion is it really dries their skin out. That's up to you, but be careful with them inhaling it. Another fantastic one all pets you can give is pumpkin seeds. You can do those, you can do them dried, or you can grind them up, however your mind will just eat them up. That goes for, chickens, different livestock, your dogs, everything. Pumpkin seeds will kill internal parasites. Flaxseed, I give that sparingly when I do it because of the omega-3s. It's great for cardiovascular health. and it helps with animals who are prone to tumors or have tumors. It's good for that. Apple cider vinegar, please, again, dilute this. This has to be diluted. Don't give it to them. I do, like when I go and bathe my dogs, I put like a cup or two of apple cider vinegar in there, and the tub where I'm going to wash them, and put that all over. It's great. Different things. It does repel fleas and stuff as well, but it gets rid of, it's like antifungal. It'll, any type of skin stuff that some animals are prone to getting, it mange, dander, dandruff, anything like that. Apple cider vinegar will help that. Ear infections, again, dilute it. You can clean their ears. I've had a dog before that was just prone to yeast in their ears. That helps. GI issues, food allergies, all that. Apple cider vinegar. A absolute must, every pet owner, everyone should have anyways for yourself, is activated charcoal. This is going to be, if your dog ingests anything toxin or a poison or something like that, that is a must. Also, that is used if you're, again, seek your vet. I'm not saying not go to your vet, but a lot of the stuff I talk about is if we cannot get to, you have these things on hand, is activated charcoal. If you have an animal that's coming down with parvo or suspected, activated charcoal is used to help with that. Parvo is very dangerous. I have other products I'm going to bring and show you that I use. And also activated charcoal, you can use that topically, same as humans. Like if I get some type of like a venom type bite or anything like that, or sting, I make a paste out of activated charcoal and baking soda. Same with pets, put it on them. So if they have a sick stomach, my little remedy I go to, usually I would hold if they're vomiting a lot, hold their food. And then when I introduce stuff, or if they're getting over something, I give them Greek yogurt, rice, sweet potatoes, bananas, pumpkin puree, and bone broth. I will keep them on those type of foods if they've been sick. Coconut oil, that's the staple in my house. Great for their ears, again, for preventing or treating if they have, yeast and fungal stuff. Some breeds will get that in their ears. Hot spots, dry spots on their skin, get that because it's antifungal. Yeast, anything will get it. Reduces allergies, GI health, arthritis, and ligament problems. It will help balance insulin in dogs. Now, with coconut oil, same with us. It can cause GI distress if they haven't taken it. Very small amounts, and usually they eat it right up, but it can give them, loose stools, especially if they have parasites or, a candida growth or anything like that. It's going to do a die-off and it's going to flush them out. So start very small. Like if you have a small breed or puppies, I do 1/8 to 1/4 of a teaspoon. That's it. And I build up from that. Don't give it to them every day. And then large breeds, I do 1 teaspoon. That's how I start it. And you're going to do after you have your adjustment and they've been on it every few days or twice a week, and then you can build up and you notice, okay, they're not having any GI distress or anything from it. If you want to do a maintenance type thing, I do usually a fourth to half a teaspoon for small breeds. That's per 10 pounds. This is after their adjustment period, okay? And if it's a really large breed, I do 1 tablespoon per 30 pounds after their adjustment. So these are things that I use, I keep on hand, I've always used for my dogs and stuff like that. Now, I've talked to before about, I think in my no-sodes video, I buy these no-sodes for my pets. This is the way I choose to go. I treat them natural, like, distemper and parvo. These are no-sodes. This is, homeopathic stuff. This is heartworm. I do this. I have never had a pet sick from any of these type of things. I've never had that. And I will put the company of where I order these things. And then this, I have a dog right now that has awful allergies. These are little chewables. I just got these at you can get these at Tractor Supply and stuff like this. This is a brewer's yeast and garlic thing. This is really good for, their skin and coat. Again, I give them, they're not real expensive either. So also with all that and my natural stuff, I had been communicating back and forth with a veterinarian. I was helping him with natural stuff. He was helping with me with some veterinary, his side of things. I told you we're going to need that, right? And he was so kind to write up a paper, a document of, full of information from his side of things as people taking care of their pets. Because both of us, we have so many things that we get people, are concerned, or people are saying, I just got to give up my animal because I don't know how I'm going to take care of them when things come. And I understand everyone's situation is different, but I want to give you these, my side of things. I want to attach and thank him so very much. Dr. Nathan Aston is his name. And I will attach his stuff for him giving his information. So something I hope helps everyone. Everyone stay well. God bless. And I will see you next time.